Gonna be a continuation, all right? And the brother here from GMS in Rome, Lions on Fire. All right, I'm gonna play this video.
Children who are behind on their polio shots. The virus has now been detected in sewage samples in the nation's largest city. Here's CBS's Elaine Quijano.
Public health officials are warning the presence of polio virus in New York City's wastewater means the disease is likely circulating locally. They're urging those unvaccinated to get immunized immediately. In New York City, 86% of kids 5 and under have received 3 doses of the vaccine. But in some areas, that number drops below 60%. This comes just 3 weeks after a man was paralyzed with polio in Rockland County, New York, the U.S.'s first case in 9 years. Officials fear hundreds could be infected. The likely culprit? Vaccine hesitance. The polio vaccination rate in Rockland County is just 60% compared to the nearly 79% statewide. Polio used to disable thousands, mostly children, each year, but was largely eradicated in America through mass vaccination programs starting in the 1950s. Doctors say people need to be proactive about making sure it doesn't spread.
If we can go back to having very, very high standards with regard to making sure that people are vaccinated and making sure that the immunization rates are better, that's our best method of protection.
Officials in Rockland County have opened vaccination clinics to make getting a vaccine easier. But Nancy, it's not just a problem here. London has also detected polio in wastewater, and officials are encouraging about 1 million children there to get a booster.
A vaccine that has been safe and effective for decades. Elaine Quijano.
So as you saw, once again, excuse all the noise in the background. Kids out here playing, I'm outside. But as you saw, basically, these plagues just keep coming back to back, back to back, back to back. All right. So it says, 2 Ezra 16:40, O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. All right. Pilgrims move around, okay, here and there. But oh my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle. What's the battle? This is Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 7, because ultimately this is what this ushering in. Jeremiah 30:7 says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. All right, so the time we coming in is a time like no other time in history. You can clearly see that. Multiple pestilences just arising, all right, all at once. It says, is even a time of Jacob's trouble. Who is Jacob? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you are a descendant of Jacob, which his name was later changed to Israel. All right, you are descendants from Jacob. So this is the trouble for the seed of Jacob. It says, but he shall be saved out of it. Okay, because there's going to be a remnant that's going to make it, that's going to escape this destruction, because they are the ones that, as it said in 2 Ezra 16, prepare yourselves for the battle. Okay, prepare yourselves for the battle. I wanted to get this one precept because the Lord said, basically, call upon me. Let me search that up real quick. In Psalms, King David stated it. Yeah, here, yes, the water. Psalms 50. This is, Psalms 50. I started at 8. It says, I will not reprove thee for thy sacrifices or thy burnt offerings to have been continually before me. Okay, because the Lord has done away with the law of sacrifice, basically for our sins. It says, I will take no bullock out of thy house, nor he goats out of thy folds. Okay, because according to the law, you Israelites, the Lord made a covenant with you. Once again, this time of Jacob's trouble, Israel. So the Lord made a covenant with you. When you would sin, okay, you give the appropriate offering for that sin, which goes back to the law. But the Lord says he's done away with that. It says, for he says he's not going to take it no more in the 9th verse. So it says, for every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle upon 1,000 hills. I know all the fowls of the mountains, and the wild beasts of the field are mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell thee, for the world is mine, and the fullness thereof. So the Lord is basically saying, you think sacrifices, you just committing all these sins, all right, and willingly committing all these sins. You think you can just make everything good by just offering me, all right, the beasts or the fowls of the air as a sacrifice. What the fowls you would sacrifice a dove or whatnot, okay? But Lord say, those are mine. Verse 13 says, will I eat the flesh of bulls or drink the blood of goats? Offer unto the Most High thanksgiving, and pay thy vows unto the Most High. Okay, and what is that? It's ministry. Romans the 12th chapter, the 1st verse. It says, is it Romans 12? If I'm not mistaken, make your bodies a living sacrifice. Okay, that's offering unto the Most High thanksgiving, putting in his work. It says, and call upon me in the day of trouble. Jacob's trouble, Jeremiah 30:7. But you have to know the name of the Lord. Proverbs 30:4. What is his name? What is his son's name? If thou can tell. Okay, so in the time of Jacob's trouble, as we can see, these pestilences is just coming at an alarming rate. All right, inflation. Okay, prices are high. Crime rate, as was mentioned. All these things are coming. All right, but having a knowledge, wisdom, knowledge, making yourself ready for the battle. Okay, cleaving on to your power. It says, and call upon me in the day of trouble, I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. So we have to call on the name of the Lord in that day, because that's how the Lord's name is going to be glorified. Because when we are delivered, we're going to give the praise and the glory and the honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, his name will be worshipped, his name will be praised, his name will be sounded abroad, man, through his men, through that remnant. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Okay, make yourself ready for the battle. Continue to watch, continue to pray, because it's coming and it's not slack. Till next time, say shalom.